All right, thank you for staying with us, and that's the message. The Channels National Kids Cup is around the corner, and you need to be a part of it. And thankfully, Austin is a member of the main organizing committee. It's a high-powered committee. I mean, no, but on a more serious note, plenty of work has been going on. I know, I'm aware of it. For the past 2-3 months, a lot of work is going on, behind the scene, just to make sure that, and that's been the trend. Every edition of the Channels Kids Cup is better than the previous one. So it's been getting better year after year. So what's up for us this year? I know you wanted to talk about forms, submission for the schools, and all those who want to find out more about the preparations for the Channels National Kids Cup, Lagos preliminaries, and then the national finals itself.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, just to buttress on what you've said, it can only get better. And this year, we want to ensure we don't have much problems with age cheats. I'm sure you know this is the level at which football can be judged. It's developmental. I keep saying this. If you look at a child that will play at this Channels National Kids Cup, if he's so old, he wouldn't be more than 13 at commencement of the competition. Today, in 2018, that child will be 17.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that massive for the country?
Absolutely.
And if he's genuinely 13 and he can play good football, why are we then suffering with age cheats in this country? But the problem is because a lot of people...
You and I know what the problem is.
Yeah, we despise these little beginnings. That's the problem. And then we don't... The Bible didn't lie. It said the foundation be destroyed. There's nothing the righteous can do. So for the Channels National Kids Cup and the visionary Mr. John Momo, it is to discover talent. Not just discover talent, watch them grow.
Yeah.
Because, Toyin, we were just saying...
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's coming from the legs of a child. You know?
30-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what... I'm happy that this is showing on the screen, and I want to give kudos to our producer and those working behind the scene in the master control room. The quality of football is amazing. People see these little kids, wow. You know, genuinely talented, pure footballers in the original
It
state.
reminds me of Seedorf when he was rocking dreads. Or maybe even Jules Bokande of Cameroon.
These are pictures from the last edition. For those of you who have been asking what exactly is going on, it's a top quality competition.
Top quality competition. And
the finals, we had 2 state executives in the final. And the governor of Delta State, Emmanuel Odwan, the governor of Lagos, Abatunde Rajbashola, who is shown tremendous love for grassroots football and is shown that is genuinely committed into what Channels is doing, giving all the support.
And as I look at these kids, I can see the passion that these are kids that really, love football. Probably they don't know if they will play professional football at this stage of their life, but you can see that they are kids that really love football. So Channels Kids Cup, what we're saying is schools have come to pick up forms for the Lagos preliminaries, and the deadline is on Wednesday.
Wednesday, that's the 30th of April.
So it's a
for
call
schools to submit
on the schools that picked the forms to bring it back, and those that picked it up from Channels TV headquarters should return it. Those that picked from Subeb office in Maryland return it so that the technical committee can start compiling teams for the Lagos preliminaries that has been scheduled to take place at Campus Square and tell me again. Campus Square and Unicon Stadium on the 13th till the 15th of May. That done, the 12 other teams from the different part of the federations that have been invited will come, and then we'll see some good grassroots football.
What can you tell us about this edition of the competition? What are we seeing?
What makes it different from the last
Make
edition?
it different. I mean, what are we adding to it this year? I know a lot of plans are already going on. I know there's a plan to have a tournament best team and all of that. But tell us a little more about what we could be seeing this year, just to add a little more glamour to what has become a fantastic grassroots competition, a national competition.
We want to up the game. We want to increase the quality. We want to ensure that the schools that are coming are genuinely, it's a school team, and that's it. We don't want a situation where people go and gather some kids and then say they are all born on the same day and all of that. No. It's a grassroots competition, and the technical committee, we are going to start a verification process. We will do special reports on schools, that we know have the quality or with sense can go on to win. And we'll let you know that even when you win, we can still do a follow-up. You know, because for us, it's about keeping our credibility. I mean, we're Channels Television and we're a reference point in this country. Everything we do, you know, people trust us because that's what our philosophy is based on. So for us this year, we want to ensure that there is no form of cheating and then there's going to be proper monitoring, you know, just to ensure that some talents that we discover here doesn't just go down the drain.
So we're doing it again in 2 stages.
Yeah.
There will be a Lagos finals to pick out 4 schools.
Exactly.
That will compete
And then-
with the other 12 finalists. Yeah.
The semi-finalists from the Lagos preliminaries
The
automatically
4 schools left, okay.
get
Semi-finalists.
into the national
Finals.
stage to represent
Lagos
Lagos
State.
State. So that's it. These preliminaries we are conducting now. The semi-finalists, don't play with it because that's your ticket. So when you get into the semi-finals, that's
You
the
are-
final
you are-
for
you are true to the
guaranteed
national finals.
to represent Lagos at the national.
But the other
level.
schools, which states would they be coming from?
Well, that's left to committee. We're still trying to compare. It's going to be on invitational basis, but some schools that have participated in the past from other
All
states
different geopolitical
will
zones.
be invited. The plan is to get 2 schools from the 6
zone.
Geopolitical zones to make 12.
But I'm
plus
sure
the
you
4 in
know-
Lagos 16.
That's it, 16 teams. But we cannot guarantee, because some part of the country is safety issues, and security and all of that. Parents might not be able to release their kids
For
to
such
come,
long distance
to come
travels.
all the way, and we might not be able to even monitor, you know, them and then bring them here. So we will ensure that we maintain the 16-team format, and then 4 from Lagos, 12 from
Across the
different
country.
regions of the
All right,
country.
so that's it for you. And we'll continue this update because it's really closing in on us. Once again, Austin has announced Wednesday, the 30th of April. Schools that have collected have picked up forms from the different places, from Superb office, Maryland, Channels office, wherever you have picked your forms from. Submission is deadline day, Wednesday, 30th of April. Submit your forms. That's for the Lagos finals. When we do the draws, 4 teams play to be in the semis. Once you are through to the semis, you are into the national finals. And that means a chance for you to be seen on Channels TV, broadcast across the world at the finals, the national finals. So there's something huge for the kids. Austin?
Just to quickly mention that we can't say everything here. Your next stop is channelstv.com. We have the information.
The website,
there.
Channels website.
You just go to channelstv.com. You'll see the rules and regulations for the competition is there on the website. And then previous videos of the past editions that has
Like
been
what
done.
you saw at the beginning of the show, the highlights you saw at the beginning of the show of last year's final. If you go onto the website, you will get a link that will tell you exactly how you can see some of the matches, some of the beautiful goals of the 2013 Channels National Kids Cup, and also make sure that your kids are shown on TV like that, scoring great goals for their schools. All right, so let's move on. We'll continue to update you about all of this, of course, as we go on until the competition itself gets underway. But let's go on and talk about, we've started with the cradle of football. Let's go and talk about the highest level of football in the world. Which stage is bigger, my brothers? Which stage is bigger
Not
than
unless
the...
there's an intergalactic.
Is there a bigger
If there's an
stage?
intergalactic football competition, maybe there's.
Angels
but-
are playing some angels from some other areas.
No, I mean the world champions from the planet Earth are playing
Maybe
world
the
champions
champions
from Mars. Yeah.
Maybe you could compare.
But for now, it's still the FIFA World Cup.
45 days to go.
Yeah.
So you said which stage is bigger. I remember when Roberto Carlos played in his first World Cup, he said it was scary. He used the word scary to describe it because at this level, it's massive. It's the World Cup. Countries. I mean, you can't even calculate the amount of people watching you at that stage. It's
And then to be a World
huge.
Cup winner. Massive. But what's going on actually around the World Cup? 45 days to go. The fact that the major leagues are still on, it's still taking a little bit of shine and attention from what everybody is looking forward to, because let's get these leagues out of the way. The Champions League, the EPL, the La Liga, get these leagues out of the way. Let's let the party begin.
I know exactly how a lot of people feel, because some people have always argued that maybe the World Cup takes too long to come around, that 4 years is a bit
Every
too
4
long.
years, yeah.
Maybe they should make it every 2 years. We probably be.
We didn't lose a little bit of color. Because it takes a long time to play all the qualifying games.
And it also takes a long time to put all the facilities needed in place. So maybe every 2 years might be a bit too difficult. But it's building up to the crescendo is building up to what is expected to be a really, really massive finale. In all the major leagues, league champions are beginning to emerge. Ajax has been crowned league champions in Holland, Fenerbahce in Turkey, Bayern Munich already. So, but in other leagues, in many of the leagues, major leagues around the world, champions are beginning to emerge. That is the leagues that started their competition in June, not those who started in January. So, but yeah, you know where I'm talking about.
I'm not aware of that. Please go on.
Anyways, but I mean, it takes nothing away from the fact that everyone is expecting a massive, massive competition. Yes, there have been pockets of disturbance in Brazil, but it is being managed, and FIFA and the Brazilian authorities continue to assure us that we will have an excellent competition. So team lists are also being scrutinized in many countries, not only in Nigeria, all across the world as well. So it's a building up to an exciting FIFA pitch right now, and a lot of people just can't wait for June the 12th.
Okay, we'll continue our build-up as well, our countdown to the World Cup, and of course, look at how we are preparing our opponents, keep our eyes on them, and of course, let you know exactly what to expect when the World Cup gets underway in June. But